What is the goal, ultimately, of this trip? There is so much on his agenda, including, of course, his trip to Saudi Arabia next. So what's the overall goal?
Erica, I suppose there are three main things that they're going to be discussing, and they hope to make certain advances in all of them. So first of all is Iran. This will be something they'll be discussing at great length. There is still some distance between the Israeli position, which is the US shouldn't rejoin the Iran nuclear deal, and also the US's. And of course, we have a pledge from President Biden on the campaign trail that he would rejoin it. So there's still some distance between them there, but it's a much more, let's say, diplomatic and diplomatic way of dealing with things compared when there was Prime Minister Netanyahu, who you'll recall went to Congress effectively over the head of then President Barack Obama to try to persuade the Americans not to sign up to the Iran nuclear deal. So that's one issue. The other is, of course, Saudi Arabia. Israel is not going to be normalizing relations with Saudi Arabia anytime soon, but we expect some baby steps to come out of this trip. For example, Israeli planes being allowed to fly over Saudi airspace, and Muslims flying from Israel will be able to go directly to Saudi Arabia to take part in the Hajj pilgrimage. On top of that, you mentioned we've been talking about the missile defense systems here in Israel. President Biden, as well as getting a demonstration for the Iron Dome, will get a demonstration for the new Iron Beam laser missile defense system. The idea being it will protect not just Israel from threats such as Iran and its proxies, but also protect its regional allies as well. And then finally, the Palestinians. President Biden will, of course, be going to see Mahmoud Abbas, the president of the Palestinian Authority. Again, don't expect any resuscitation of the moribund peace process. The Biden administration is not going to grab that nettle, but perhaps you expect more announcements in trying to improve the lot of the Palestinians, more support for the Palestinians economically from the Biden administration. And we've already seen the impact of this trip with some confidence measures, building measures announced last night from Israel, new permits for building houses, for example, and more work permits for Palestinians as well.